What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Ian K back again with another one for you. This time over at Little Caesars because, guys, we've got the return of the Stuffed Crazy Crust Pizza. And I gotta say, this is looking absolutely glorious, guys. I can't wait to get into this. And being that I love pizza, and most of you guys know that, I'm super excited to get into this. So sit tight because after this quick intro, you're about to peep this out.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Pizza, pizza.
Yeah, buddy, like I always say, pizza is absolutely life. I love it in all shapes and forms from all the people that put it out, guys, and especially when it comes to fast food pizza, this is actually a pretty solid value, as you're gonna see here in just a second, but a very beautiful thing, and as always, it's always a challenge to actually film this in the car. So let me pick up one of these pieces and we'll get this going. And guys, right off the break, look at that action right there. Plenty of cheese. We got some stuffed crust action. Very, very nice. And as always, before we take that first bite, here comes the quick breakdown for you. Guys, what you're looking at here is a large round pepperoni pizza. Of course, it's going to be filled with their 3-cheese blend. We've got the marinara sauce, plenty of pepperoni. And in this case, we've got a cheese-filled crust that's going to be brushed with their Signature Crazy Crust Buttery-Flavored Garlic Spread that's also sprinkled with Parmesan. So guys, stuffed crust action in the back. You've got garlic buttery action on the top of that crust, and it's finished off with Parmesan. How could this possibly be bad, right? I mean, that's just a combination of deliciousness right there. So of course we're gonna get into this. So let's not waste any more time. We're gonna do just that. This is the returning Stuffed Crust Pepperoni Pizza here at Little Caesars. Let's peep out this flavor. Yeah, it's always a banging situation, especially when you get it fresh like this one is here, guys. This is looking really, really nice. And considering I did check out the regular cheese version of this, I want to say about a year ago, take a look at that review jumping up on your screen here right now. I figured, you know what? The pepperoni is back. I haven't done the pepperoni, and being that I'm kind of moving my way up towards pepperoni because I'm having it a lot more lately, it's actually a pretty tasty situation in general. And of course, pepperoni is one of the main toppings over here at Little Caesars. It's really a lovely thing indeed. So we're gonna go into a little quick bite of the front of this, and then we'll get into the crust. And we're gonna go for a little dip into something that I brought today to see how this is gonna work. So stay tuned for that. Let's get into this, guys. It's the returning Stuffed Crazy Crust Pepperoni Pizza here at Little Caesars. Let's peep this out. The usual pepperoni goodness from Little Caesars. Just the right amount of spicing, very light in the pep, but the cheese, the sauce, that is very nice, guys. Very nice indeed. And like I mentioned, I'm kind of working my way up to getting pepperoni more often because I've been having it a little bit more often. Usually sausage is my favorite topping, and it still is, but this is pretty banging. Let's keep going in. We're gonna get to that crust in just a second. I feel like eating this right now as well. Like I say, pizza is life. Absolutely love it. And when you have it super fresh out of the oven like this, nice and toasty on the bottom, a lovely thing indeed. And half the fun of it, guys, is just picking it up over at Little Caesars. Of course, they've got their little pizza portal action, as you're probably seeing on the screen here right now. I love just going in there and ordering fresh and picking it up, putting in the code and doing what I have to do. It's a lovely thing. Very, very nice. So let's go for one more little quickie bite of the front here, and we'll get into that crust. Hang on one sec. A little bit of the pepperoni, or I should say Parmesan spillover onto the pepperonis as well. Very, very nice. But this is the real deal right here. I'm expecting a total recreation of their stuffed crazy bread, which is essentially this, in the very back of the pizza. So here we go. Let's do it. Melted cheese. How bad can that really be? It's not bad at all. Very doughy. The saltiness is on point. A very solid amount melted in there, as you can see. And just overall very tasty. Hang on. Yeah. They're pushing the return of this with the NFL goodies that they've got going right now. You're probably seeing on the screen here right now. Here in LA, it's the official sponsor of the LA Rams, but being that they support the NFL, you probably have the boxes customized to where you live, which is pretty nice. So very, very nice on this, guys. Very, very nice. But you know what? What we got to do is go for a little dip into something. And guys, I actually brought, believe it or not, some Domino's garlic flavored action right over here. So I thought I'd go for a little dip because I've never done any garlic dipping into the stuffed crust before. And being that I actually had a couple of these in my fridge, I'm like, you know what? Let's just try it with a little bit of the Domino's action. So let's do just that. Little freak nasty. When I dip, you dip, we dip. We'll get it nice and lathered up right there. Just feast your eyes. Very delicious looking. And the smell, very garlicky as expected here. Let's try it. Mmm. Wow. Wow. Garlic, buttery. And I also have that with the Parmesan, the cheese. Plenty of money shots all throughout this for you guys. We're just going to knock off this piece here before we round it out with the rating coming up next. But man, crazy delicious, crazy stuffed crust. My God. This stuff is amazing. Really tasty. Admittedly, I like the Papa John's version better, but in a pinch, this is pretty nice. So let's go for another couple of quickie bites. Guys, don't sleep on any type of garlic dipping action when you get this over here. It is very delicious. Just look how thick that is. A lovely thing. Let's go for another couple of quickie bites. Oh, man. Man. The saltiness, butteriness, cheese, a banging thing indeed. So one more quickie bite. We'll wrap this little review with the rating coming up next, but a lovely situation of returning goodness that I'm finishing out here in my playlist here with the pepperoni version outside of the cheese that I did. So I'm glad that these are matched up. Let's go for one more bite and we'll wrap it up. Hang on. Well, as I mentioned briefly at the very top of this review, guys, the value you're going to get with this is pretty high. For stuffed crust pizza loaded with the goodness here for $9.49, it's actually not bad. Same price as last year, I believe. Plenty of pepperoni, and as you can see with the cheese, the sauce, everything about this is screaming delicious. But with that stuffed action in the very back, the crazy crust, you really taste it beautifully. The buttery spread, the garlic action that it's got in general, the Parmesan dusting, and of course, plenty of cheese on the inside. This is easily worth your time, and it's definitely something that's going to pair up nicely when you're watching your favorite team for the NFL.
Pizza, pizza.
Yeah, you definitely can't fade the flavor on this one, guys. It was absolutely fresh Little Caesars deliciousness right out of the oven, and I gotta say, I loved every minute of it. Very delicious. Of course, dipping into some of that Domino's garlic action only accentuated that much further, so definitely a bomb situation. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this returning Stuffed Crazy Crust Pepperoni Pizza here at Little Caesars a rockin' 9 out of 10. Guys, it's a beautiful thing in general, and like I said, if you're down with Little Caesars in general, you can have a lot to look forward to with this one, with even more cheese in the back on top of the garlic butteriness that you're gonna get from the crust itself. And again, in terms of value, it's a pretty banging thing at just under $10. That's a pretty lovely thing, guys. But I would highly recommend at least picking up some dipping sauce or something to go with it, whether it's Little Caesars or maybe even swing by Domino's. Pretty tasty stuff. All right, so do me a quick favor like always. Drop those comments down below. What did you think of the Stuffed Crazy Crust Pepperoni Pizza over here at Little Caesars? Did it look pretty banging to you? And if you've had this before, how excited are you that it's back on the menu? Are you down with this in general? Drop those comments down below and definitely let me know. And with that, it's your boy Ian K closing out another high quality foodie feature for you here on Peep This Out Reviews, bringing you brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Hey guys, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank all of our YouTube channel members and Patreon supporters. Guys, thank you so very much for your monthly contribution to the channel. It's because of your direct support that the channel continues to grow, and you really do help me to keep delivering the content that you want to see. I couldn't do it without you, and I seriously appreciate the love and support. Thanks again for all you do and for being such a big part of our positive community here on the platform. Hey, thanks for checking out this review, guys. But just in case you didn't see the one I did before this one, you can find it right up over here, along with what I think YouTube's going to recommend for you to check out as well. As always, I think you'll find something to like in both of them, and I'll definitely catch you in the next one. See ya.